how to use phoneme fingers correctly. So first of all, what you need to do is ascertain with the child what their writing hand is. So if they're right-handed, their left hand becomes their phoneme finger hand. Likewise, if they are left-handed, their right hand becomes their phoneme finger hand. The reason for this is as children are writing and they need to work out their spelling on their phoneme fingers, we want to make sure that they're not putting down their pencil to work that out. We want their pencil always in their hand, and then they've got their phoneme fingers ready and available to work out those phonemes. So first thing, whatever their writing hand is, the opposite hand is the phoneme fingers. The next thing that we want to show children is that phonemes go from left to right, just as we would do with reading. So if a child has their, if they're right-handed, then their left hand is their phoneme hand. They are bringing their phonemes from the thumb around this way so that the palm is facing up towards them. If they have their palm down and they're going like that, you can see that the phonemes are going the incorrect way. So we need to make sure that it's palm up for phoneme fingers. Now with a left-handed child, obviously we can't start with the thumb first because then we're going from right to left. So what we need to do with left-handed children is have their palm down so that we can go thumb and bring the fingers out like that, so that it's going from left to right. So when they're first beginning to use their phoneme fingers, really make sure that they're using the correct hand, and also that the phonemes are going in the correct order, making sure either palm up if you're right-handed, or if you're left-handed, palm down. Now, the other thing we need to make sure is that children, as they do their phonemes, that they are deliberate, not this sort of action. Sometimes children will, when they're segmenting a word, they might go dog and kind of do this sort of action. What we want is deliberate, d-o-g. That we've got the three phonemes there, nice and single, and yeah, just really pronounced rather than dog. That way we can really see which phoneme is which for writing. So as children are encoding a word, I really make sure that they understand which ones are, which phoneme is which. For instance, if they've just segmented out dog, d, o, g, that they understand that this is d, this one's o, and this one's g. And particularly when they're first starting out, I might just point them out and say, oh, we know that the vowel is in the middle. What vowel are we going to be using today? And you know, in this case it's the o. And we might look at first sound and last sound as well. So as they are writing, if they start with the d, they would write that d, and it might be that you need to segment again, d, o, and so they keep going through like that, one phoneme at a time as they are encoding. Now, as a teacher, of course, you're wanting to model this to your students. If you've got a class of students in front of you, be very aware with your phonemes how you're presenting those with your phoneme hand. So one thing that I always make sure that I'm doing is, instead of doing my phonemes like this towards a class, I hold up my hand palm out because I'm right-handed, and left to right phonemes in this direction. Now if you are a left-handed teacher, you've got a choice. You can, because obviously if you hold your palm up and go this way, you can see that they are going from right to left, so that's incorrect. So what you can do is you can either do it this way, which of course is a little bit tricky with the fingers, or turn your hand around so that you are doing it this way, so from left to right, so that the children are seeing the correct way. So really practice that so that you know exactly how to present those phonemes to children, and that it's really consistent with your class. Getting those phonemes and phoneme fingers is really, really important so that we are modelling the correct use.